What an exciting game of football that was today. The Premier League is back. This whole week, we've been waiting for the international break to be over because we're a little bit tired of seeing all these easy games, Portugal destroying other teams, Spain and all that stuff. The Premier League is back, and of course today, Man City had to go and play West Ham away. West Ham at home this year has been very hard to beat. With their low block, they're probably the hardest defense to break in the Premier League right now. They didn't lose any of their first 4 games. They had a draw and they destroyed Brighton. They beat Chelsea. They were so good at defending, and especially Ward-Prowse coming to the team has been a massive help. Today, he scored a beautiful goal. He also has been assisting a lot too. His contribution to the team was immediate. Knowing that at the Olympic Park it's always hard to go get a victory, I know Manchester City were going to struggle a lot, especially since West Ham have been very good since the beginning of the season. But from the beginning, Manchester City tried to put pressure on them, tried to create many chances, tried to break through the lines. They had Doku on the left wing. Today he was impeccable. Today he was unstoppable. The defense, today they're gonna go home sore because this guy worked them. He worked them. Manchester City created a bunch of chances. Unfortunately, they could not convert any of them. But one thing that West Ham is so good at is their counter-attack, and they're so efficient at it. They can defend in a low block, but whenever they get the ball, they know how to make the best out of the small amount of possession that they're going to get. And they scored first from a mistake by Doku. I thought he was very lazy in the recovery. He could have probably stopped this goal from happening. And also in the box, Ward-Prowse was left alone. So when you make mistakes like that, of course, West Ham is gonna take advantage of that. Besides that mistake, Doku on the left wing was creating chances. He was dribbling past everyone, and I saw a lot of people were talking a lot of crap about him, about his performance in his first game. It was his debut. I was like, why be so harsh on him? And look at his performance today. He is what Manchester City have been looking for. If he keeps playing like that, Grealish is gonna spend some time on the bench because he had something that Grealish doesn't have. That risk taker in him is so important for Guardiola. He can stay out wide. He's very, very unpredictable. He can cut to the left, cut toward the right, and that's how he scored his goal. He takes a lot of risk, and that you need it because playing against all these low block teams, you're gonna need that piece of magic sometimes. What happened to Haaland today? Fortunately, he scored that goal today, but besides that, his whole game was crappy. Haaland missed at least 3-4 clear chances. Clear chances. There was that pass that Doku made to him, he shouldn't have missed. There was another pass. There was so many. I was like, what is happening? Because if he was on his A game today, Man City should have been like leading at halftime. They should have won this game by at least 4-5. But Haaland today was not at his best. And also Foden, that's why he was subbed off. And they brought on Nunes. It was his debut. Nothing special. It was his first game. You could feel like he was still struggling a bit with the positioning and stuff. But that was his first game. Not a lot of minutes from him. So there's not much to say about his performance. But he came on when the game was already won by Man City, so he didn't need to be doing too much. And there was another great performance from Haaland Alvarez. They put him in that number 10 role. I was a little confused at first because I thought Foden, due to the way he started the season, he was so good in that number 10 role, replacing Kevin De Bruyne. He was so good, but he was switched sometime during the game with Alvarez. They pushed him out wide and Bernardo Silva came inside. And that's when you kind of noticed that Foden was not that impactful in the game. But Alvarez in that middle of the field, he was so good. He was so good at tracking back, recovering the ball. He made 1 assist and 1 pre-assist on that last goal. He's the one that sent Bernardo through, and Bernardo made that assist to Haaland. But Haaland was very, very, very important. Without him today, Manchester City probably doesn't win. Him and Doku, Ederson, Rodri. It was also good seeing Pep back on the bench. Like I told you in the past reaction, him not being on the sidelines was affecting Manchester City's performances. Although he's just here to traumatize everyone. He's here, he's back, the team is taking off. This game today was the best performance since the season has started in the Premier League. And trust me, he's here to traumatize everyone. 5 games, undefeated, he's won all his games. And from now, it can only go right. I can't see anyone make them drop points or even compete with them. But Man United lost today, Liverpool won today. Liverpool is the only team that has the potential to like challenge them. And Arsenal also, I don't know if they will be able to sustain because they don't have that striker that could score a lot of goals, and their wingers are not scoring as much. So we'll have to see, but to me, they're gonna win it again this season. But Pep, that's all he does, bro. He just traumatizes everyone that comes on his way. Of course, we can't forget about that Bernardo Silva finish. What a volley. Of course, West Ham defenders could have done better, even the goalkeeper. They mistimed the action, but the finish by Bernardo Silva was perfect. And Haaland, I dared you to touch this ball, because if you touch it, it was going to be an offside. Yeah, that was a great game. That was a great way to start the weekend for me. And I'm excited to see Barca tonight. The reaction is coming. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace, Kabadasa.